But I didn't know back then.
Yeah.
You know, I thought Ryan threw that in to say, you know, kind of like, this is what they've been.
No,
you know,
he interviewed some Asian people who come from the Mississippi Delta, and they sound just like us.
I would love to hear him because
I'll show you the clip.
It's a family here that's on TikTok I follow that's here in Atlanta. They're in, I think, Morrow.
Okay.
You close your eyes.
Yeah, you don't know.
And they are the funniest. It's a whole family. It's like they're all sisters. They got one brother. The brother, he older. That's what. I ain't gonna lie. And I love it, but I've never heard of that. So it was good to see. And then it was crazy because, like I said, when you see their relationship, that they used to work together.
They were very good friends.
They were good friends.
He didn't give many people hugs like that.
He
like
didn't.
Smoke was a stern guy. So the fact that when he saw Bo, they embraced and hugged. And
even the wife, she was just like, "What do you need?" She was hesitant because she was just like, of course she wasn't expecting to see them.
But she knew how to barter.
But she
didn't, you know, that whole thing. She said, how much, you know what I'm saying? Like, but she knew them. She knew that they had it. That's the thing. She knew you got the money.
The husband was like, all right, I got you. You know, you have honey. If they gonna inconvenience us, honey,
right?
Let's we gonna make some money, yeah. Right. And then he said, throw in what was it? He wanted her to
the sign,
the sign, and the was it the
flowers?
flower?
Yeah, flowers.
The flowers.
Yes.
Yeah. So he was just
flowers,
throwing the flowers. You got it. You know, I was like, okay, but I ain't know. Okay, we gonna keep going.
So we see all the people getting ready to go to the juke. Okay,
all the people I could go to a juke joint.
They up in the I'd have been to something like a juke. It ain't a real juke joint, but like something close.
Here,
this was in Lansing.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about here.
But I just like a country. I mean, I've been to like some country ass places where I'm like, oh, this feel like a juke joint. And I love those.
I need it.
But you see all the people from the plantations and everything getting ready, piling up in their trucks to come to the juke because this party is supposed to be litty, okay? And litty it was.
Yeah.
It was really lit.
Yeah.
It was one of them. A good time. Yes, it was like the Velvet Room 2009. That bitch.
Oh shit!
That shit was lit.
Wow,
okay. All right, I thought I saw Lil Jon in the corner. Okay. So
wow.
They have the party. The party is like it's going up. They got the gambling in the back. They got the catfish going. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They got all of this stuff.
Get her because she trying to get in this middle thing and. We got our drinks there.
We got Annie, who is Smoke's ex. We can tell they lost a baby and stuff like that. She's cooking the catfish. She and that catfish look good. Okay,
it looked good. I want to.
When the Asian man he tried it, he was I was sitting there like I just want a catfish nugget so bad.
Some hot sauce.
I've been on a fish kick lately.
Really?
Fish is so good.
I love fried catfish.
Girl, go to Publix. Did you know they got a catfish dinner for $8.49?
See, y'all Publix different because this Publix by me don't sell none of the shit you be talking about.
I got like 3 pieces of catfish, some wedges and some macaroni and cheese for $8.50. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, I want some fish.
Right now I want some fish. But so the party is going on and here come Mary Whiteass. Mary couldn't keep her ass at home. Now, Mary.
She almost didn't get let the fuck in.
No. He said, damn. Hey, Mary. But I mean, they all know Mary. Now, one thing I will say, it wasn't clear to me enough what her mother was. Because she said, my granddaddy was half black. And he raised my mama to keep the Klan from killing her. So that didn't make sense to me.
Raised the
because I mean if that's his daughter, that's his daughter, and wouldn't she look white? Yeah, I didn't understand. I didn't get that.
I don't think it had anything to do with race. I think it was he raised her, he took her, so the Klan wouldn't kill her.
Oh,
I don't think it had anything to do with race.
Okay, so maybe her. Okay, and
because her mom might have been black. her dad might have been white.
Well, she said he was half white.
Or he
white,
might have been. He might have been white passing.
Yeah, white passing. So
and
he
took
raised
her.
her.
Yep,
He took her and then maybe passed her off as a servant. I don't know. Because I'm like, because it's clear that Smoke and Stack have a relationship with Mary's mother. She helped them when their mom died. So she was in the black community.
I think her mom was black.
Okay, so her
mom was black, and that's why again her dad took her to keep the Klan from killing her.
Okay,
because had she been with the mom who was black, she probably was dark,
okay.
And the Klan probably like, what you doing with this white baby? Or something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and then obviously Mary's dad is white.
Or white passing.
Yeah, white passing. So that's why she looks.
So that's why I said, I don't think it had anything to do with
and her mom was probably
race.
light skinned, obviously, because okay. Because I was like, what?
I could be wrong, but I don't know.
That makes sense to me, so I'm a roll with that.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll with that. So Mary is white passing. Mm-hmm. She's passing for white in Arkansas.
Yes, she does look white.
Yeah. And the actress is really a core. Her grandfather was a half black.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I think
did the hell out that cast.
Yeah, because I'm like, you squint, you can see it. You know what I'm saying? It's giving Sarah Jane in Imitation of Life. Yeah. So, I mean, it is.
I was just looking for that movie.
Oh, that's a movie. That's cinema. Okay. Lord. Mm-hmm. But Mary comes and they like, you're going to get all of us killed because they're going to see you in here and then be like, what's this white girl doing in here? But she clearly is cool with everybody. She cool with Annie. She's cool. I mean, everybody knows Mary.
And then when she came across, what's the young Miles? Sammy. When she realized it was Sammy, she was like, "Oh,
Sammy,
you can drink."
Yeah,
I was like,
"Let me go get you a drink."
Funny.
Right? She said, "Boy, why don't you get the fuck out my face?"
I was dying. So she definitely that I wasn't expecting her in this movie.
Okay,
but
expecting what? Expecting a character like her, or her to act like how she acts?
A character like her. Okay. I wasn't expecting a
mulatto.
Damn, I ain't heard that term in a long time.
Octoroon.
I wasn't expecting that. The he kind of threw the monkey wrench in there. But I like how he gathered all the things that was going on back then. Mm-hmm. I love how he did that.
Yeah, because that was true. And I've heard people say things like, "Oh, I didn't think that when I saw Annie, I thought that was his mother," or he wouldn't be with a woman like that. I'm like, he would exactly be with a woman like that. Who did you not know what women? First of all, that actress is pretty.
You thought that was his mama,
but that.
If you see, look, your background. I'm looking at your background on TikTok.
She's a beautiful woman.
Child, that you see me with somebody. Don't ever think that that's my mama. Know that I'm taking her down.
She was a brick house.
She was fine.
Okay, she was stacked.
She was fine.
Okay, and I'm like.
She was fine.
That is exactly the woman that he would have been.
That is exactly.
She was nurturing. She was intelligent.
You see me with somebody like that. That's not my mom. No,
chocolate.
Julia is taking
beautiful.
Care of. Just be like J. Yeah. Yeah, she good. No, you were. She
probably
good.
Rub your head and sing you to sleep.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I lay my head on your bosom. Yeah, that's what she gives. That's what she gave.
That's what she was given, and I think people are so used to main girls looking like Mary that they didn't. I'm happy that it was a contrast. In the women that they liked. Yes, it's a totally different.
It was her energy. I ain't gonna lie. I'll say this in the movie theater. I only went by myself, so I ain't had nobody to really be like. Had that little side conversation with. As a lesbian, I was like, I need that. I couldn't say that to nobody. I was just I was so taught to her. Like she was just not just for what she was beautiful. I thought she was so
and
pretty.
Regal. She was regal.
Yes,
that's the thing.
I was like, I need that.
I love her in Lovecraft Country.
I didn't finish that show. That show was creepy to me. I loved it. It was too creepy to me. I couldn't watch it.
You have to finish because episode 9 is
what season? No,
it's only one season.
Oh, it was only one season.
Yeah,
Okay, I can watch
episode
it.
9 will take you through there.
Oh, Jesus.
They go back to Tulsa.
Okay, so sidebar. So is this okay, so I'm glad you watched Lovecraft Country.
I did.
Okay, so is Lovecraft Country a show that, because I think I stopped at I don't remember what they moved into a house.
Yep.
On the street.
Yep. The outside, that monster came out with the cops. Is that what you're talking about?
It was like episode 2.
It was, it was real weird.
That's why I stopped.
So the show is very, it has a lot of fantasy in it.
So is it like
it's supposed to
American
have fantasy.
Horror Story type vibe?
A little bit.
Okay, then I can fuck with it because that's my shit.
Yeah, no, it does. And
Okay.
I love American Horror Story.
I love AHS.
Yes,
you hear
me
me?
too.
Ooh,
So but you have to see it through.
Okay.
You have to see it through because it's historic. It has a lot of black history.
Okay, and so y'all don't know about me.
We are the geniuses. We are the secret. That's what the show is about.
So I stopped. Okay, so now that I know that, I know y'all, I'm a Gemini. Okay, so we gonna be talking about everything. Okay, at one time.
But it's relevant because Annie was in Lovecraft.
Okay, that is true. So
her character goes through a lot on there too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so on Lovecraft, if I would have known ahead of time that it's going to give just tell me like, hey, it's kind of gonna give AHS, I would have stuck with it. But the reason why, this is the reason why it kind of freaked me out is because, and I'm just going to say this, even though I know on AHS, how can I say this? Some of the stuff do kind of freak me out.
Of course.
Because I do believe some of that stuff is real. Like one of my favorite seasons was Asylum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I like that one too.
Yeah, I like it. And it's because I believe a lot of that shit happened.
Yeah.
AHS also, like you said, history. I'm a history nerd. So that's why I don't know if she is a cinematic.
I love history too.
Nerd, but
Black history.
But I am a history nerd. I'm talking about sometime like weird history. Mm-hmm. Like I ain't gonna tell y'all what I want to do, but because y'all gonna really think I'm weird. But Asylum, I liked Asylum because I've always been interested in kind of places like that. So that's what y'all might think I'm weird. But Black, when it came down to Lovecraft, when it comes down to kind of like Black spirituality stuff,
yeah, it freaks you out.
It freaks me out, not because
in a realistic type of
because
way.
I know it's real.
Yeah,
because I know it's real. Now I ain't gonna say I'm not discounting. Like I watched something the other day. It just came off of Paramount Plus, and I meant to hit you up to tell you to watch it. It's something about a 14-year-old kid.
Okay.
This was back in the day, not too long ago. 14-year-old kid killed his mom and committed suicide because he was possessed by the devil. Ooh. Now,
was he Latino?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
White. Catholic. Okay. I grew up Christian. That stuff don't bother me. So I can watch shit like that because I know. I ain't gonna say that. Because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know the difference. The power, we know how to tap into the power. So that stuff don't bother me. But when it come down to Black spirituality, no, I shouldn't. I'm not afraid of it. And that's not even a thing. I'm not afraid of it. I just don't like to watch it because I don't like to see what my people went through.
Okay. No.
So that, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, it's already during the time period, like even with Sinners. I ain't gonna lie. That might be why I didn't really pay attention a lot, because Sinners is during a time and period of a time I don't like to hear about.
Traumatic time.
Yeah. I don't like. So that real life. This is a real life realization that's happening right now.
No, I feel
like
you.
that I'm really coming to, like, because that's why I just couldn't get with Lovecraft Country, and I wanted to. And so Sinners, the reason why I connected so much with Sinners is because I'm a musician and I know this story.
Okay.
That's why I was cool. I just feel
you.
like it was just kind of like a traumatized. So I don't like to watch certain, even though I'm a history nerd, there's certain parts. I'm not saying that I don't learn about, it's just certain parts I'm like, I learn about, but I don't dwell there.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
I think that though, So 70 years from now, if somebody makes a film about 2026
Jesus.
and they hone in on Black people, it's probably going to be traumatic.
It's going to be.
So
right.
my point is,
damn, I ain't thinking about that.
our pain is our beauty.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Our scars are the reason why we're so beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
and our stories are so rich.
I agree.
We don't put on a facade, and I feel like others,
yeah,
they can make those fluffy movies because they can be fake. They can live in fantasy. That's not how their life is either.
You're right.
But we come from a real space. And so
And our shit
I
do be
understand
real.
that some people, sometimes you may not have the capacity to watch anything traumatic, but if you do, open up and see the beauty of it instead of looking at it like, damn, this is fucked up. This is what we went through. Because, I mean, I be on Ancestry.com looking up my family, and I'll be like, God damn, this is horrible. But I also have to sit and realize that I am their wildest dream.
Okay.
You know?
Mm.
I'm in a place where they're probably smiling. So, yes, our history isn't always the greatest,
right?
But it's so beautiful, because even in the trauma of Sinners, you see that, especially in the scene where he's singing "I Lied to You," and we see all of the people dancing from the different cultures and the different, not cultures, but time periods. That just shows that we, first of all, we put our all, and we're vulnerable people into music. And that vulnerability, since it is real, it translates and moves through time. Because if they wouldn't have had the blues, we would have never got fucking Solange a seat at the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to have that to have this. So we can't be mad at the trauma, because the trauma built the blues. The trauma made jazz. True. The trauma made disco. Yeah. The trauma made hip hop. Yeah. I mean, for real. Yeah. There was music. They couldn't learn instruments. They couldn't. It's free.
No, I get it.
And freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear everything. And I guess I just never looked at it with that, because there's certain stuff that a lot of people watch that are popular on Netflix and stuff that deal with Black trauma that I just don't watch, because I'm like, it's too traumatizing.
It's too much. Sometimes it's too much.
Like, I never watched The Perfect Neighbor. I still haven't watched that.
I'm trying to think of which one that was.
One with the white lady in Florida called, I think she.
Oh, that bitch. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So it's stuff like that. Like,
that's a little.
No, I'm saying, no, it's not just that, but it's stuff like that that's going to piss me off. Oh, because it's going to piss me off.
You have to be in the mood.
Okay, so that's why I said I'm more like Smoke. Okay. I'm no nonsense. So it's not, I try to watch stuff just for the Black experience. I'll say that.
Right.
Just, and then also too, so I can know. Because I always want to know. That's one thing about Geminis. We always want to know something. We may not do shit with it after that. I just want to know, so I'm aware.
Okay.
You know
Documentaries are a different story. Now, those are harder because they're real life
But I
stories.
watch those.
I do too. Yeah, and those are harder.
Yeah. So for me to watch, I can watch a document. Like, I would love for if Sinners was like a documentary type. Just imagine that type of shit.
Oh, that would be crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
They're like, listen, what happened.
This is what happened, and we talk
faithful night.
Yes. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. So I would be all in it. But so it's just different when it's like cinematized, I guess. So it's just like different for me to kind of be able to kind of really hone in on some shit, because I'm like, I'm gonna be pissed off either way.
True.
Because I was pissed off a little bit in Sinners. I ain't gonna lie.
I think the thing about Sinners though that makes it because the movie it didn't even need a horror element for it to be a good movie. Yeah, that was my
thing. Like, why did we bring the vampire?
Because
I don't know.
This is the reason. If you made it exactly as is, it would have been offensive and and a racial driven movie.
That makes sense. Okay.
Right?
That's fair.
We know what it meant.
True.
The symbolism of vampires are the vultures. They are the Clive Davises of the world. But they are. Yeah. They're the people who come and want your talent.
Yeah, and appropriate.
They want your voice. And they come in and try to take everything you are.
Yeah, you're right.
With the promise of saving you and being a part of this.
So let me say this. So I did pick that up. Okay, so I let you I wanted you to talk from a cinematic point because I'm gonna come from a musician point. Okay. So I understood all of that. I did. But I was just still kind of like, damn, we don't need vampires. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I love the vampire
horror
element.
part because I was like, I wanted to go a kind of a different direction.
Loved it.
You know what I'm saying? So I was not expecting the vampire part, but I'm glad it wasn't too vampire-ish.
Yes.
To where it could have been corny.
It.
Yeah,
they didn't overdo it. They didn't overdo it. They didn't have like vampire meetings and they're all day.
So when it comes down to the musician,
it went fast.
Right, it went really fast. So as a musician, that's the only reason why I really, 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 really like this movie, because it speaks to a lot of. And the night I went to see it, I talked about it on my story, and I was like, shit, I probably shouldn't put this here because I have a different understanding of things. You know what I'm saying? And so the audience that I have on that, I'm like, they're not going to really understand it. This is hard. Okay. Because I'm trying to figure out how I can say this. With the vampires, I understood. Like you said, you explained it perfectly. They do. They appropriate our culture. They want what we have, but they don't want to be niggas. Like
they infect us to turn each other against.
Yeah, and to turn each other against each other, and then to join them.
Yeah,
and then to become blind to where we gotta feed more. So we always gotta go back.
And you can live forever.
And you can live forever. So we always gotta come back and then sacrifice somebody else. And I'm not talking about that other stuff. Okay, so don't censor us.
Yes,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just seriously, meaning you're sacrificing somebody else by coming to them and going to them and saying, hey, I need what you have to get further than where I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
So I need your producing. I need your songwriting. I need your dancing. I need all of that. So go ahead and put it on TikTok. Go ahead and put it on Instagram, because guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it from y'all and I'm going to take it here and I'm going to have my people do it. So I already understood that as a musician as to how they do. A lot of this movie really speaks to the musician, not just the musician, but the singer, the artist, all the things. Especially, I'm just speaking for music because I'm a musician. You can apply it like they say on TikTok. If it fly, let it. If it don't fly, let it. I mean, if it don't apply, let it fly. As an artist, a creative, I'll even throw it out there and extend it to creatives. This movie really spoke to us because we tap into a different what's the word I want to say? Realm. Okay.
Yeah.
We tap
spiritually.
Into it. Yeah. We tap into a different realm.
Yeah.
Playing music,
for sure,
singing, all of that. So why can't I think of his name? Was the
Sammy?
Okay. So for him, he was a musician. He had a gift.
It wasn't just a musician. He had a gift. He was a gifted person.
Now there's a difference between being a musician and being a gifted musician. Yeah. Okay. I am one of the gifted musicians.
You can pick up something and know it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I've not had lessons and I know how to play drums. So I'm gifted. All right. So my collar. I'm gifted. So no, but he was gifted. And so when you're gifted, there's a different type of, I don't want to say attack on your life, but there's a different type of attention. I'll say that. There's a different type of attention. So he had a different type of attention than anybody else in that anybody else in that juke joint that could sing, that can play, that can dance. They wanted him.
Because he conjured up he was the one who tapped into that spiritual realm.
He tapped into the spiritual realm
He brought back all those people, and that's what Remy saw. He said, I haven't seen my wife in hundreds of years, and your voice can bring her back.
So, in all of that, this movie, I already knew the story of this guitarist anyway. And so and it's so funny, when I saw the previews of Sinners and saw what it was based on, I got so excited because I remember hearing the story.
Are you talking about Robert Johnson?
Yes.
Okay.
When I heard the story about him years ago, I was like, yo, why is there not a documentary about this?
Yeah, it is a documentary.
And I saw something on YouTube.
Yeah.
Saw something on YouTube. Okay, cool. And it was really good because it was actually like an hour long. It was a good documentary.
He went to the road.
Mm-hmm. He went to the road.
Fork in the road or something like that.
And so knowing this story, that this guy who played the guitar, he did meet the devil. Now, whether you're a Christian,
whether it's a devil or a metaphor for a devil,
I think he met. And the reason why I'm saying this, because as a musician, I have encountered some shit that I don't talk about.
Yeah, well, the Satan was the minister of music.
He was the minister of music
angel
in
of
heaven,
music or whatever.
The angel of music, in church terms, the minister of music. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
And got put out. How the hell you, child? Because you thought you was. So that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. So the devil is very into. That's why music is so. I'll say controlling. Music is very controlling.
It is.
And I don't, when we say controlling, I don't mean in a bad way.
No,
it controls your vibe, your energy.
Sometimes I can't clean without a good playlist.
I cleaned the other day and I'm listening to a playlist and I was like, God dog, I wanted to clean this whole house. I wanted to paint. I want to do everything because of the music.
It can change your mood.
I call it, that's why they call it mood music, right? So anyway, there are experiences that because we are so tapped into a different realm that the average person is not tapped into. So that's why we the way we feel music, we could feel it, like we feel it, but we feel it. It's a feeling that I can never explain, right? Not everybody has that type of access. So that's a gift for you to be able to feel and especially if you're a musician and things, because as you're playing, you have to tap into some other shit.
You do.
Whether you're playing in church, the club, anywhere.
It's otherworldly.
You got to tap into some other shit. So you look at this movie, and I hate to say it like sound church, but the devil was really after that dude.
Yeah.
He was after that dude. So when he came and he had, that was not metaphorical. For him to have physical scratches on his face, he came across a physical entity that appeared in the physical, right? A spiritual entity that appeared in the physical that he, godly. So when I saw that, and when it came down to the fight, in the water, I literally had chills.
No, that is a good scene. And
I had chills.
Everybody knew, everybody was aware, fully aware of the gift that Sammy possessed, because everybody did everything they could to save him. Everyone, everything that they did was to save him. And I even saw, I was like, if Mary, I know a lot of people were mad at Mary.
Yeah.
For coming outside and getting their business. But had Mary not gone outside, they were going to wait until the night ended and they came outside. Now, I don't know if they would have stopped partying until the sun came up. If they waited till the sun come up, then yeah. But if the party was going to end when it was still dark outside, then they were going to get Sammy.
They were going to get him
when he had to go home. He came out.
Yeah, he had to come out.
So Mary kind of, she helped kill everybody else, but they,
right.
And Grace, even though I know a lot of people, I think they named her Grace because he knew that we would need to give her grace. Yep. These was her man's friends. Like, she was cool with him, but she didn't know him like that. And at the end of the day, she's a mom. And so it was foolish, and it was like, girl, like, but they had threatened her. That scared the shit out of her when he started speaking
daughter,
Mandarin.
Yeah, and then
she said, "Oh, he knows." Like that messed her up. And I give her a little bit of grace, even though it was stupid. For her to say that, I do give her a little bit of grace because she would now Smoke know he could have knocked her out. They just try to hold her.
Yeah,
and I'm like, just punch her in the face.
Right. At that point, I was like, hit her. Right. I would have been fine.
Somebody hit her, right. But you know, it was inevitable. Yeah. It had to happen for the storyline to move forward. But Pearline, she sacrificed herself for him. Delta Slim sacrificed himself. And so did Smoke. You know, Smoke, he made a deal with his brother. Yeah. And even if his brother had turned, he still was, even after they turned, Mary Ann Stack was like, yo, well, we all can just live forever. So let's just, you know, when Annie died, when she was like, just stab me so I can die, yeah. Mary was heartbroken. Yeah. She wanted Annie to live forever. She didn't want to see Annie die. Yeah. You know, even though she was a vampire, she just was like, bitch, I'm already we all gonna be vampires together. Right. You know, so when Sammy gets caught by the man and he starts saying, you know, the Lord's Prayer, and the vampire knows the Lord's Prayer.
So that's the thing. That hit me there.
That says that the vultures,
yes, they know.
They know what to do. They speak your language. Mm-hmm.
And so okay.
And they're gonna use he don't care about the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So that's what I was looking at. Like I said, as a musician, I'm like, you know, I get where, you know, it's so many perspectives you can look at it at. You know, as a musician, and like I said, mostly a church musician, the devil know everything you know.
He does.
He know everything you know. The vultures, they know everything you know. So now they're going to say, okay, I know that too. Then what? Now what? You got to come with something else. You know what I'm saying? You got to really drill into the power that is really within you, your abilities, your gifts, because a lot of time, oh, wow, I ain't even going to go to that.
And it presents Remy, if you didn't see Sinners and see the vampires as 100% a metaphor, you missed the whole point of the movie. The whole thing. But I was just watching an episode of Unsung, and it was Unsung, the Jones sisters, the Jones girls.
Take a break.
Oh, in a second. We about to be done.
Okay. All right.
Want to cut it out?
Go ahead.
Okay, I was just watching an Unsung episode with the Jones girls, and one of their husbands was talking about when he got to LA. He was a musician, and he said when you go into these white executives' offices, they have white bouquet. They have white women, and they have, I think, white liquor. I think he said, and he said, they give you everything that you need to destroy yourself and to distort your judgment before you sign anything. When you making deals, they're feeding you this stuff. I already know. And that is what
I already know.
Remy was going to say anything to cater to them. To, I have money, I got gold, I got this, I got that, just so he could be invited in. You let them in. Your judgment is cloudy when you're high, when you got women on your
it's a distraction.
It is a distraction.
It's a distraction.
And a lot of these people they sign away their talent.
Yes.
You know, they sign away their masters and things like that because
and then 20 years later they need money. Mind. Yeah, and they need their masters.
Yeah. So it was all of that. Yep. And Sammy was saved because of all of them. And Smoke, I think Smoke at that point, he lost everything. He lost his brother, he lost his woman. He wanted to die. Okay. So Miles, Sammy, at the end, you know, it's Smoke who saves his life. He, you know, stabs Remy in the Remick, not Remy. Child, I'm thinking of Higher Learning. Remick.
I know who you was talking about.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Remy, the same,
the
same shit.
Yeah.
Different movie.
Right.
So he stabs Remick and he, he dies and this is one thing I didn't understand too. So it's one point when they first let them in and Annie says they're feeling his pain. She says they can feel his pain. And then they go on do stuff. And then like when he stabs, when he gets hit in the head with the guitar, he's like, all the vampires are like, oh yeah, because they can feel it. And he stabs him. But I'm like, okay, can they just feel it if they see him? Because where was Mary and Stack? They were hiding in the barn. They didn't feel it.
Okay.
That's what I was wondering. That's not a gripe, but that's what I was wondering.
No. So this is what it is. I mean, this is what I pulled from it.
Okay.
And I hate to always, because I'm a spiritual person. And like I said, because a lot of my experiences as being a musician is in the church, like I said, we tap into a lot of things. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, the reason why they didn't feel it, Stack and what's her name?
Stack and Mary.
And Mary, yes. Reason why they didn't feel it is because, I hate to say it was just kind of a good and evil thing.
Okay.
So they were, you know what I'm saying? You had the vampires.
But then you got Pearline who felt
I know, but because they were all they were all affected.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They were all affected by that. And at that time when what's the name was in the barn, they weren't affected. You see what I'm saying? So once you become, I hate to say it, once you cross over, like you said, your judgment is clouded. So now you're affected by everything that may seem good, if that makes sense. I'm using different things. I mean, they weren't be so deep.
They weren't all the way evil, I guess, because Stack
they weren't all the way
Smoke. Right. Because we see Mary run off in the forest, but seeing them at the end in 1992, you're like, oh, she must have came back and went in the barn, went into the barn or something and waited for sundown
for her to turn.
Yeah, because she was turned.
She had turned already.
Mary was turned when she ate Stack up.
Yeah, when she ate Stack. But I'm saying,
for them to they must have hidden out.
Yeah.
She must have come back and hid with Stack in the barn so that until nighttime again, because we know that they never went into the barn again or to the juke joint again because the Ku Klux Klan show up. Now let's talk about that. Okay, because that's the best scene I ever seen in a movie ever. Okay,
I mean, that gave
let's talk about
so much
Nobody
good satisfaction.
talk about that scene enough, but I tell you, I am not a Michael B. Jordan groupie. He doesn't do it for me, although I think he's an attractive man, right?
Very
you can be attractive and me not be attracted to you.
Right.
But baby, when he got that, I don't know if it's the Tommy gun, but when he got that gun and it's just that shot. And another thing I noticed was that the scene was a wide shot, right? It was a wide shot. So, you have the black at top and the black on the bottom when it's a wide shot. But when the Klan comes and he starts fighting them,
shit opens up. That shit open up.
And I was like, ooh.
You gonna catch all of this.
Because he was a gangster. And then he shoots the guns from the woods.
They didn't
and then
see
he
his
comes
ass.
out. He flips up a little piece in the ground. I said, oh, so he showed up early to plant these guns.
Because he knew their ass was coming. He knew
they was coming.
He knew they was coming because at that point,
they knew they was Klan.
Because it's what I'm saying.
And old boy told him too.
At that point, he knew what was what. He knew that, hey, y'all gonna come because by that point he knew what was up. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, where did this white man come from? Where these vampires come from? You know what I'm saying?
And they said he told him, Remick told him, that guy that you met with, he's the grand dragon.
He's the grand dragon. Yeah, so he was like, oh, okay, that's something for that ass. When I tell you that part, I was very well at that part, aware at that part, because I was like, yo,
he killed all them.
This was the satisfaction, and I love Ryan Coogler for that, because this is the satisfaction that black folks want. Not just black folks, but other people who are anti that, but black folks, okay? I'm speaking for black folks. So we wanted that. Mm-hmm. So that scene was so satisfying to me. And then, like I said, then like knowing now, like you said, they were gangsters in Chicago. Yeah, he knew, child, you can't.
And he was a soldier.
So
he was a soldier.
Okay. So that's what it. Okay, because when I saw that in the theaters, I was like,
because remember, he's laying on the ground.
Shit. Yeah, I was like, that's some soldier shit.
That's why she made him the mojo bag. The mojo bag protected him in the war.
Gotcha.
Yes, and that's why when he tears it off right before he shoots, because he would have made it. Yeah. But I think it's also symbolic that he was shot in the area of the rib, and then he you know, he sits there, he said, "You got a cigarette?" Because he gonna smoke his last one. Okay?
He knew. I love it.
And she says, "Elijah, you want to hold her? I don't want you to get none of that smoke on that baby." She wasn't just talking about smoke. None of his gangster ways. None of him. None of that. She wanted Elijah to be with her and her baby. Yeah. And I thought that was a beautiful way to die. Mm-hmm. That was a beautiful way for him to go on to glory. Yeah. Because he killed all them people. He told them at the beginning, if the clan come up here, you and your clan buddies come up here, and I'm gonna lay all y'all out.
And he did. Like I said, that whole scene, that explains a lot, because I was like, when I saw it in the movies, just knowing what I know, I'm like, that looked like he was a soldier. How you know how to hide out and camouflage yourself? Like let's just be honest, the average nigga ain't gonna. Not even the average nigga, the average person. Now I ain't gonna lie, you got some white folks that like but the average person is not going to think to, let me camouflage, you know what I'm saying, hide out and hit them from this way, and to be precise.
Oh, he was very precise.
And that's some military training. So when I saw that in the movie, I was like, oh, he must have been military, but I didn't know that he was until now. I didn't know that he was actually. So that makes sense. So like I said, I pick up on shit. Mm-hmm. And it's just not until
you missed it the first 3 times.
Whatever. I don't care. I got it now. Goddamn. It don't matter what you got. I got it now. Okay. Shit. So, but I'm just saying, because I pick up on shit, and I was just like, okay, all right. So, and then, like I said, then when he went in and he flipped something up, I said, that's military. I was like, that's military,
he
bro.
He had that other gun in the ground.
Yeah,
Sammy makes it home, because remember when he asked Stack, he said, "Can I drive this car?"
He said, "On the way home."
On the way home.
On the way home.
And he did. And he drove it on the way home, and this scene is picking up from the first scene in the movie.
Yeah. So he gets back to this dad's church, right? So he gets to the church. They having church. He walks in and they see him. And so his dad is trying to get him, even still, to let go. But he knows what's inside of him. And he's like, pretty much, I love you, but I can't let this go.
Let it go.
Even with all of that went on.
But you know why? Because the music saved him.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Sammy ultimately chooses to leave Mississippi, leave his dad's church, and drive off to Chicago, where he had mentioned to his cousins that that's what he thought he was going to do.
He was going to go to Chicago.
Yeah, he was like, I was thinking about Chicago, you know? He rides off in Smoking Stack's car with his guitar neck in his hand, all broken and bloody, and he just leaves. And we thought that was the end of the movie, but then the credits roll and we see an older version of Sammy. And we know that it's Sammy because he has the scars, the deep scars on his face. Yes. And he's an old man. It's 1992. And he has purlines. And he named it after purling. Okay? His grill.
The first one.
The first woman he ate her coochie. Okay? He said that's a memorable experience.
It was juicy.
That was the first coochie he ate.
And he forget that.
And that meal was so great that he named his whole
club.
The whole club after him.
Pearline.
But Pearline, no disrespect to Pearline. Pearline was cheating on her husband, but
That's right.
Pearline
That's right. I forgot. Oh, cheat. I forgot. Because God.
Pearline was a cheater.
I forgot.
But Pearline was cute. And
She was.
Pearline was cute, and she could sing because I loved her performance. We didn't
she
talk
did.
about
She
Pearline's
did
performance
sing.
enough.
She did.
Yeah, she had a cute little seductive little performance and stuff. But yeah, he went on.
Fine.
He went on and named his club after her.
Her
And
his first time.
yeah, shit. That made listen. He thought about that the whole time.
The whole twangy
That
thing.
twang on it, still on his lips. Okay. He was traumatized, but said, "Wait a minute, what's that?" Sammy, hey,
Driving home like,
okay. Exactly.
we done it.
That gave him a little boost.
He
Kept him
remember that.
going. Okay, he
Caught
had to
a
go
random whiff. Somebody
right.
like-
He had to go all the way from Mississippi to Chicago. So we see old man Sammy.
Yes.
He's in the club. He got the scratches on his face, the scars, and that is the multiple Grammy Award winning blues musician Buddy Guy, who was also the father of Shauna, getting some head. So weird. Okay.
I would not have ever thought that was her dad.
Yeah, that's her daddy. I mean, music is music.
I know music is, but it's
You
so
think
funny.
they wasn't talking about giving some head?
They really was
in the blues music.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
so all we doing is just we elevate.
Being straight.
Okay, right,
Right.
right. So. Yes. So
I
she's
didn't
a
know that
Chicago
was her
legend.
dad.
He's a Chicago legend. So they not only used, I mean, they went back to Chicago, but they used a Chicago musician and a Chicago legend. So I think that was very cool. And again, he is the Beyonce of film. Intentional. It was very intentional and well thought out. But you see old Sammy sitting at the bar after the club has closed down, and Stack and Mary come in, and Stack and Mary are the same age they were when they turned, right? Because they live forever at that age, and they are fly.
They fly. He come in with the Coogee sweater down,
Coogee down to the socks,
Coogee
rings
down
and
to
watch filled with rocks, and my jam knocks.
I'm sorry, that was the verse that came to my mind when I saw that Coogee. I was like, Coogee down to the socks.
Mitsubishi girls pee when they see me. Now the hoes creep me in they teepee.
Yo, I was like, yo, they fly. He had, like you say, he had the name, like the name plate.
He had the 4-finger ring.
Yeah, he was he was so 90s fly.
Yes,
damn.
he was very fly.
Very
and
fly.
She was very fly. I loved her hair. I love her little situation. And they finally could be together and live in eternity with each other like they wanted to. In that day and time, they couldn't. Because she looked white.
She
passing.
looked white. Yeah,
and she would have to give up her, even though she could have, and she could have claimed a black life, but he didn't want her to. Remember, he was like, "I want you go and live and have a farm," and she's like, "I didn't want that. You wanted that for me, But we see that they get to do that, and in the conversation that Stack has with Sammy, he tells him, Smoke made me promise to leave you alone, to not get you. And
he had a contract.
Yeah, and he sniffs him and says, "Oh, you ain't got much time."
Yeah, I was like,
first of all,
damn.
First of all, if you a vampire, don't tell me that.
Don't tell me that. Let me
what's not much time? I got 2 weeks?
Right.
A year?
Because now you need to be specific.
Right.
About how much time I
know
got.
I'm old, nigga, but damn.
Yeah, shit. Don't come at me with that.
Yeah, you got to get out. So he asks him, he gives him an offer like, "Hey, I can let you play music forever." And just as Sammy was back in the day, he knew, because he got all this shit without turning.
Yep.
He became who he wanted to become without turning. So he didn't have to.
Yep.
The whole time he didn't have to.
Yep.
Even in the earlier in the film when they're like, we just want Sammy, and he tried to walk out, and they're like, no, nigga, yo, sit your ass back.
Yep.
He was going to sacrifice himself, but he didn't have to.
Yep.
He did not have
Yep.
to. He could be who he was at his core, do his music, and still be successful.
Yep. It was crazy because, like I said, when that scene came out and it was Muddy sitting there, it was like we thought the movie was over, of course, when he was riding into the sunset. But I was still sitting there, and when he came, it was just like a few of us in the theater were like, "Yo," because we knew, you know what I'm saying? It was just like you could tell who kind of knows the story, like. And we were not expecting that scene at all, like to show it come back full circle of, hey, you know, you can live forever if you pretty much sell your soul to us, give your soul over to us, you can live forever. That shit is real, dog.
Yeah, it's very real.
It is so I'll say this, and we can wrap it up. A lot of people who you see are musicians or singers who are really, really good. And you be like, yo, why ain't they doing? They could be doing something.
Yes.
It's a reason why they're not. There's multiple reasons why they're not. But a lot of them, it's a reason why they're not is because they know that there are certain things that they will have to do and give up that they're not willing to. So I respect. I have a hell of a lot of respect for those people that I know that I've been like, why ain't you doing him? Like I was talking about earlier, my homeboy was like, nah, I had to come home. I had to come home. It was too much going on.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
It's
it's no, I don't want anybody to feel like, you know, you're a failure if you don't make it to that level, because you got to think about some of the shit that you got to give up. Some of the shit that you got to go through, the work ethic. It's not just, oh, I'm posting on social media and making the bread. No, it's a lot of shit that go into this hard work and the other bunch of bullshit that you if you're not a strong, I can't even say if you're a strong person because you can't go against them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Unless you just quit and then just say, I'm just going to be a regular ass person. But yeah, so never think you're a failure. But that movie was it was so much for so many different people, different perspectives coming from it, whether you were a musician, whether you are a theater and cinematic lover, whether you know, like I say, you pick up on the nuances that, you know, are thrown in there and all that. It was such a good movie. Like I said, I'm going to rewatch it for the things that she pointed out that I didn't, you know, really pay attention to because, like I said, I'm watching it from a musician's eyes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna watch it again. Not from, because I've already got the musician part. I'm gonna watch it again for the other parts. I think the perspectives are dope. You know what I'm saying? Your perspective, musician's perspective was dope. So watch it. Even if you've already watch it again from both of our perspectives.
That's definitely a movie that you need to watch multiple times. I know in this day and age, a lot of times we don't rewatch movies like we used to, but that is a movie that we need to rewatch because you find something new every single time you watch it. So if you, not just our podcast, but other podcasts that explain the movie and break it down, watch those and then watch the movie so that you can have the full grasp of what it is, because it really is a masterpiece.
It is. And like Tracy said, I hope that they win like half of the nominations that they have
16 nominations. I need 8.
She need 8.
I need 8.
We need at least for 8.
If they don't win nothing, I'ma know what I already thought about the Oscars.
I don't think that the Oscars are silly enough to not at least let them win a few.
And it better not just be costume.
It better not be just costume. It better not be just
casting
or
I
co-star. But we didn't hit on this because you brought something up before we go about Michael B. Jordan. How many characters did he play?
He played 3.
3.
He played Smoke, Stack, and Stack as a vampire.
Yep.
That was a different character.
Yes.
Stack as a vampire was not Stack before he turned.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. So he really,
he played the hell out of that.
Man,
shit.
it's gonna be, and people are gonna look at this. If he does not win, people are gonna look back at this how they look back at Denzel's snub for Malcolm X. They're gonna look at it like Angela Bassett snub for What's Love Got to Do with It, and Lawrence Fishburne snub. You know, they're going to look at it like that.
They're gonna look at it like that, and I'll say this, and I know I'm not gonna say I'm nobody, but listen, I'm gonna say this. I know I don't have any pull in that industry or anything like that, but I think if they snub, it's gonna be a lot of us in the industry first of all, they're gonna speak up as they always do, but it's gonna be a lot of us that's gonna eventually stop going to that shit. Because
they need to.
They need to stop going to it. They're going to stop going to that shit whether we are nominated or not.
Yeah.
We're going to stop going to it. Even if we're nominated. They may show up just because they're nominated to see if they're going to, win. But I think a lot of us, if you snub us on Sinners, you can hang it up. Because you really don't want to tell on yourself that bad.
Yeah.
You don't want to tell on yourself that bold. You want to just, all right, let's just... Y'all gonna continue to breadcrumb the black folks anyway with our awards, because and give people who don't deserve awards.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I agree. I don't always like to put so much emphasis on the Oscars,
right.
But them breaking the record is a big deal.
That's a lot.
I actually think that we should have our own awards that are just as prestigious and as respected.
Yeah.
I have always said that I would love to see a Black Music Awards called the Quincy's after Quincy Jones.
Okay.
And then the Sydneys for movies after Sidney Poitier. Yeah. You know, and
not just an award named after them. You know,
like the whole ceremony is just these are the Quincy Awards. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So I hope, and then I can't think of the TV. I think my TV one, we can't use it no more because I said it a long time ago. Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
But I hope that they get their things. Jessica just said give Delroy his things. I agree.
Yes, for sure.
Delroy Lindo needs to win.
I was so glad to see him on GMA. Was it last week?
He's so amazing.
He was on there last week, and he was so prestigious. I mean, he was dressed like he was in the movie, like Smoker Stack. He was just so clean, suit, round frame, glass. I mean, he was just so
brilliant.
Nice shoes, socks. I mean, he was suited up. He looked really good, and I love to hear that he is getting the flowers he deserved.
I hope that he actually takes that, but. We're gonna wrap up here
for sure.
Thank you guys for tuning in to our season finale of What We Finna Watch podcast.
For sure.
Please like, subscribe, share, all those things.
Get involved.
Watch the videos.
Yes.
Okay. Even if I'm just be real honest. Even if you put the video on and go do something else
and let it play in the background,
we
need it.
We need the watch hour. If you can do that for us, we would really appreciate it.
Yes.
We are always listening to what you guys have to say, reading the comments.
Yes.
So if you have any movies that you would really like for us to break down and dissect on the season 2, please put it in the comments. We will see it and we will consider it. Okay.
Sure. Yes, for sure. So make sure, like she said, I second everything she said. If you want to hit us up, you can also follow us on IG at what is it? Is it WWFD or is it?
Yes, WWFW podcast.
Okay, and so on IG, if you
we'll put it on the screen.
Yes. So if you wanna DM us any like you said, any shows or movies or we don't just do movies and shows. We do documentaries, crime docs. As you know, we've talked about it on the show. Just make sure you just hit us up and let us know. We'll talk about it. Hit us, because we're looking for stuff for season 2. We got enough already. Right. But we can come up with some shit between us. But we want to engage our audience and our viewers because you guys are a part of our journey. Like Absolutely. For real, this is not something we just. Hey, y'all just watching. We are involved with you guys just as much as you guys are involved with us. So we appreciate the watch hours. We need the support. Okay. I used to not want to say nothing because I didn't want to sound like it was begging, but we need y'all support. We need y'all's watch hours because we want this to grow. Why not help us get monetized so we can, go on the journey? We want to take this to different cities and talk to y'all and have some people on the show. We got a whole plan for this joint. but we need your support.
Right.
All right.
And the best part of it is it's free.
It's
so
free.
Get us before we got subscription.
Period.
Okay, because we gonna make it. We gonna make it.
Child.
So get us while it's free. It's free to do all that stuff.
Free.
So if you not too many things in 2026 are free. So take advantage.
For real, because you step outside, it's $300.
Oh
so
my
I'm
God,
just saying.
I spent so much.
Listen. So make sure we appreciate y'all though, for real, because I would never, like I said, as much as I say thank you every week, I mean it, because we appreciate you lending your listening and your watch hours. You can be watching and listening to anybody else on this platform, but you chose to check us out. So we don't take that lightly, and we appreciate you. So we just appreciate you for watching all 10 episodes. Even if you binge watch, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. Get it all in, because we want y'all to tune in when we come back for season 2. It's going to be even better. We're going to have better production. We first of all, we do appreciate y'all for sticking through some of our production.
We're a little rusty.
You know, it's real.
It's trial and error.
It's trial and error.
Gotta start somewhere.
We got to. So we appreciate you again. And I thank y'all. We hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. Happy Black History Month. Be blackity black, black as fuck, black as whatever. Own it. Be safe, y'all, out there, because y'all know what's going on in the world. So make sure you look out for each other. All right. We need community more than anything. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we will see y'all next season.
All right.
All right, y'all. Peace, y'all.